Hey there! Did you know when you vote, it gives you political power? My name is Jasmine Ross. I am with the Colorado Criminal Justice Reform Coalition. I am here to cover voter eligibility in Colorado for people with a criminal background. Yes, you heard that correctly. Most people with criminal backgrounds can register to vote and vote. Colorado does not practice permanent disenfranchisement. Once you have completed a past felony sentence, no matter where or what the conviction was for, you'll gain your rights back to be eligible to register to vote and vote. Now, let's get into what the Colorado law states when it comes to voting with a criminal background. The Colorado law states, no person while serving a sentence of detention or confinement in a correctional facility, jail, or other location for a felony conviction is eligible to register to vote or to vote in any election. A confined prisoner who's awaiting trial but has not been tried or who is not serving a sentence for a felony conviction shall be certified by the institutional administrator, may register to vote pursuant to this Article 2, and may list his or her confinement location as his or her ballot address in accordance with Section 1-2-204. An individual serving a sentence of parole is eligible to register to vote and to vote in any election. A person confined in a state institution for a persons with behavioral or mental health disorders shall not lose the right to vote because of the confinement. Let's go over the eligibility of who can and cannot register to vote in the state of Colorado with a criminal background. You can vote in Colorado if you are a pretrial detainee in jail or on bond or a summons awaiting trial. You are currently serving a sentence in jail for a misdemeanor. If you are on probation for a misdemeanor or felony, you are eligible to register and to vote. If you are sentenced by court to a halfway house, i.e. a diversion client, you are eligible to register and vote. If you have a past criminal conviction and have served your sentence, you are eligible to vote. If you're on parole after release from state prison, you are eligible to get registered and vote. If you are on federal supervised release after completing a federal prison sentence, you are eligible to get registered to vote and vote. You cannot vote in Colorado if you are serving a felony sentence in a jail or prison, and if you're on DOC inmate status living in a community corrections halfway house or on non-residential status living in community, i.e. a transition client. Quickly, let's go over some information on frequently asked questions. You won't get an official letter telling you when you are eligible to vote. It is up to you to figure that out and to be proactive. If you're on parole, the Division of Adult Parole must provide certain voter information to you. It doesn't matter if you were convicted of a crime in another state or if you were convicted in federal, state, or municipal court. Voting eligibility is based on Colorado law. You don't have to pay off all your restitution in order to vote. If you were registered to vote prior to being incarcerated, you will have to re-register to vote. There is a good chance that your name was removed from the Secretary of State's list of registered voters. If a person is diverted to a halfway house by the courts, meaning they never went to prison, they are also eligible voters that can get registered to vote and vote. Last but not least, if a person is out on parole and gets sent to a halfway house, they would too also be eligible voters that can get registered to vote and vote. Now that we have gone over the voter eligibility, let's talk about why this information is important. 1, because it is essential to know your constitutional rights around voting if you have a criminal background in Colorado. If you were ineligible and you registered to vote and voted, you could get hit with a Class 5 felony. 2, your voice is power, and it must be exercised. An example I'll give you that shows how powerful it is when people come together to exercise their voice and register to vote and vote is the passing of this bill. In 2019, CCJRC, with the help of community, was able to pass House Bill 1266, a law where people on parole could register to vote and vote. If it wasn't for voters caring about this important issue, Many people in the state of Colorado with criminal backgrounds would not be able to participate in elections. So you see, your voice can make a difference. It can even make more of a difference if you are active in not only presidential elections, but also governors, mayors, state legislatures, district attorneys, attorney general, and even elections for judges. As you can see, there are plenty of opportunities to engage when it comes to voting. Once you have figured out your eligibility, the next step is to proceed with filling out a registration form. If you are in jail during the time of election, ask a deputy to give you a voter registration form and materials such as a blue book, which provides you information on ballot measures. If you know that you will be out before election takes place, you can register and vote at a voter registration polling center near you. To look for locations, go to the Secretary of State's website at www.sos.state.co.us. Remember, you must be 18 years or older at the time of election and must be a resident of Colorado for 22 days. Now, let's do a walkthrough of how to fill out a registration form. Step 1. You must be a U.S. citizen to participate in voting. If you are not a U.S. citizen, please do not proceed to fill out this form. Step 2. Fill out last name, then first name. Middle name is not required. A suffix would be if you are a junior or a senior, for example. Step 3. Identify you. You must enter your birthday. If you know your Colorado ID or driver license number, you can enter that in. Or you can enter your last 4 digits of your social security number. If you don't know either one, you may check the third box stating, I don't have a Colorado ID, driver license, or social security number. Please remember before filling the form out, ask a deputy for that information if you don't have it. Step 4 is your residential address. This is your address where you were at before being confined. Being at an Arapahoe jail does not change your residency or residential address. If you are homeless prior to being confined, you can choose an intersection in Colorado that best defines you or the address of a homeless shelter. This is where your ballot will be mailed. Or if you want to receive your ballot at the jail, you will enter the address in Section 5. Step 5 is where you want to receive election mail, including your ballot other than the address in Section 4. If you know you'll be in the jail during election, you can receive your ballot at the jail. For example, on this line, you will enter P.O. Box 1108, which is the Denver Jail Facility address, or P.O. Box 4918, which is the Arapahoe Jail Facility address. Step 6. If you want to receive your ballot to a different address than Section 4 and 5, please enter address on the line. If things are the same, please check the box, same as above. Step 7. Choosing a political party. If you want to remain unaffiliated, check the box that says unaffiliated. You can choose to register with a political party, Democrat, Republican, etc. If you register with a party, you can only turn in one ballot. Step 8. If you already have a registration that is being updated, this will help us understand what updates you are making, but is not required. Step 9. Self-affirmation stating you are eligible to vote in Colorado. Please be sure to read and understand this section. It's a Class 1 misdemeanor to falsely state or affirm your qualifications to vote. You must sign this section in order for us to process this form. Step 10 is optional information. This is not required. Now that you know how to fill out this form, we hope you get out there. CCJRC will continue to do this work and help with assisting people who are eligible in jail with getting registered and voting. We understand that a lot of people have many reasons why they decide not to vote. But before you make that choice, consider this. Elected officials make decisions that impact you and your family every day. So please get out there and vote and follow elections that happen in Colorado. We need you. For any other questions, or if you would like to receive any action alerts or newsletters from CCJRC, please email us at info@ccjrc.org or give us a call at 303 825-0122. Thank you.